Hey drone technology fans, Bill here. DJI Mavic Pro 2. What will we see? I'll have that coming right up. Those of you who are old enough probably remember the old E.F. Hutton commercials that said, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Well, when DJI makes an announcement, people listen in the drone world. And they made an announcement. They're having a See the Bigger Picture event on July 18th at 10 a.m. in New York City. Speculation is running rampant, and a lot of people, including myself, believe that this is going to be a DJI Mavic Pro 2. So what will we see on a DJI Mavic Pro 2, Bill? Well, that's what we're going to go over right now. Now, the first thing that, and I've seen an awful lot about this, I believe there's going to be two versions of the Mavic Pro 2. I believe there's going to be one with a larger sensor than what's currently on the Mavic Pro, and I believe there's going to be one with a 1-inch sensor on this. Now, I also want to answer a lot of questions that I know I'll get in the comments section. Well, you know, the Phantom 4 Pro, it has the 1-inch sensor on that. Isn't that going to render that moot? No, it will not. If you remember, the Phantom 4 Pro also has a mechanical shutter on that. That's something that the Mavic Pro does not have. So bear that in mind when you're hearing that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I believe they're going to have all-around obstacle avoidance on this drone. You're going to have 6 ways. And I also believe in conjunction with that, it's going to be active all the time. It's not going to be something where you're going to have to, if you went into one mode, you know, it'll activate the front, it'll activate the rear or the bottom or the top sensors. No. I believe this is something that will be active all the time, and you'll have the opportunity to be able to shut this off. Now, number 3, in conjunction with that, I also believe there's just going to be a 3D imaging type of system, and that'll work in conjunction with the obstacle avoidance, sort of like you would see on the Mavic Air, if you remember some of the tests that I did, it avoided the garbage cans that I had, and it avoids objects, and it goes around them. So I believe that's going to be number 3. Number 4, there's going to be increased battery life, of course, which will also lead to longer flights. I think that's pretty much a given. I think we pretty much know that that's going to happen. The next thing is number 5. They're going to use the new OcuSync from the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. As I've stated before in videos, and you probably get tired of hearing me say this, but DJI does not waste technology. And this technology that they incorporated in the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, this was actually, I believe, a proving ground for the new Mavic Pro 2. So this is something that we will see. And I think the Mavic Pro 2 is obviously, you know, the next one is, it's going to be physically bigger. How much bigger, I don't know. It's going to be big enough to be able to handle this new OcuSync, which I believe that's the reason that the Mavic Air didn't get the OcuSync, because it just didn't have a physically large enough body to be able to house that. Okay. The next thing, I also believe it's going to have a larger remote that will be able to accommodate a tablet, and it will still have the telemetry data, but the telemetry data is going to be in color this time, not in a black and white or monochrome type of format there. I also believe, number 7, it's going to have a higher ground clearance. Now, you know, one of the things that hit me right out of the box when I opened the Mavic Pro up, when I opened all the legs up and I set it down, was the ground clearance between the gimbal and the ground. It's very low. It's very, very low. Of course, you know, I purchased the extensions to be able to set it up higher, and I use those all the time when I fly. But I believe out of the box, it's going to be higher. And the last thing that I believe, it's going to have a beefed up gimbal. The gimbal assembly that's on the Mavic Pro 2 is probably, I think, one of the weakest points of the Mavic Pro right now. A lot of people who have crashed their Mavic Pros know this and understand this, that this is something that is very fragile, and it's very delicate, and it's very easily broken. I always take great care after every flight to put that gimbal guard back in place. And I think in conjunction with this new beefed up gimbal assembly, they'll probably have a cover like they do with the Mavic Air that's a one-stop shopping and lock that gimbal back into place. Question of the day. What is the one feature that you want to see on the Mavic Pro 2? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like the content from today's video, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and tell others about the channel. Also, be sure to check out my Facebook page. Also, be sure to check out my Twitter account, where I post daily updates there, and Instagram as well. Thanks so much for watching, and happy flying!